Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark III, and welcome back to the Tobosh district on Factorio. Tobosh district, that rolls a bit better than any of the other ones, I think, but I don't know, maybe not, possibly. I'll have to come back to that one, I think. But yeah, welcome back to my little series on Factorio. During the break I did some upgrades, as I said, and one of them is that I've actually doubled my research speed, so that'll help me get through my text a bit faster and keep building things up, because my pollution cloud is really starting to spread, and ooh, actually those were turrets, so that means there was recently an attack. My first attack, and I didn't even notice it because I had sniper turrets covering everything. I'm so glad I put those down ahead of time. But with all the recent upgrades and things that have been going on, unfortunately that means I've also got a slight power issue starting to creep in. Because I've done fine with this little setup until now, but at the moment with all the assemblers going on, it's not quite enough anymore. So that's why I'm just quickly building one last addition to my power process. I'm also speeding through the tech tree, focusing on getting up to robot creation. And it's taking a fair bit of work with all these extra techs and stuff in here. Let's see, let's put this here. Yep, there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that should about do it. Oh, already? Right, next one is electrolysis 2, which is salt water. I don't even. Yeah. I feel like I was getting a grasp on some of the mod as it was already, but now I'm just starting to go what's going on a lot more than I'm really comfortable with. Yeah, I need another pipe. One section of pipe, and this addition of the power plant will be about ready to go. As soon as I find the pipes, there it is, one pipe. There we go. And also one but more burner inserter as well. Ooh, that was fast, okay. It may have lots of mini-techs, but they are actually low cost, so it's burning through them really fast. Then put one there, yep, and then put one here. There we go. I'm doing this again, I'm just unloading from the existing boilers to get coal further down into the next boiler array kind of situation, but this is as far as I'm going to expand this power plant because that's as much as I can get with the coal, unless I was to run it all the way down there or something daft like that. But at least this will keep my power sorted out for the short term, so I'm going to leave it that way. Now then, other upgrades and tinkering I've done. The nearest one is I've actually modified this routing a little bit, so that any seeds that are pulled off this line now have priority thanks to this little split in the conveyors, and they should load onto this array first to go back to the greenhouses, and then this lot will come on second because of how it all works at a junction. Next, this area has some sniper turrets which I've just plugged in at random up here, giving it some defense. Next, I've also included balloon lights all over the place, and you can see this has done a massive amounts to actually show what's around me. Speaking of what's around me, that's something I've not done. I've not put any radars in. A slight oversight on my part. So, yep. Though this is going to drain power in a bit more. Next up, I have installed titanium and tungsten, eh? Not what I'm after, though. Let's see. Electric engine requires still plastics and silicon. Let's get silicon. I've installed this array of factories up here. This one, well, these two are producing long handle inserters, which is all to the good. Yep. This one is producing fast inserters, so that can produce the blues to finally do some upgrades. I've also installed them immediately on this bit because this was running at low efficiency, and now it's going as fast as it can. When I had yellow inserters, it was actually too slow to keep up with all this. And lastly, I have this one, which was producing long-handled blue inserters. You know, just because. Yep, leave it like that. So I'm producing all of the inserter types I require for the immediate future. And that's why I'm fast-tracking up the tech tree, trying to get towards robotics. Though this is going to be causing some strains on my power supply and all that as well. So I'm not really sure what to do about it. Other things though. I've researched hybridized walls a little bit more. I was doing that during the last episode. But I've got to turn my attention rather urgently, I suppose you could say, towards materials and resources, and by that I mean basics like iron and copper. Coal is still holding up. Iron, though, is, as you can see, the entire supply chain is actually now maxed out and beyond. It's not going to actually... It's not going to keep up with current production rates, not with everything just chugging away, building up my spare stocks of inserters and things like that. Advanced drill, eh? What's this one do? Oh, that requires an electronic circuit board, which I don't have access to. So that can wait for now. Should I get a better drill, though? Needs a bunch of steel stuff, though. Aluminium, gold, all these. I continue to sincerely regret... Ooh, upgraded boilers, eh? That's probably a good, smart move, so I'll start doing that. I continue to sincerely regret installing Bob's mods, or rather Bob's intermediate products mods, because it's just so much stuff again. And this factory is going to be really sprawling all over the place as a direct result of that. Yep, that's all fine, no problem. But what I really need, though, is to find a place to settle down and put in heavy refining. Yeah, I think down here is a good spot. It's pretty wide open. And this is going to need a lot of furnaces, though. So this would actually go a lot better if I had automatic construction in the form of robots and things. So I don't know. Should I do it now? Should I wait? If I do it now, I will not have enough resources to maintain everything. But if I wait, then I'll be able to use blueprints and it'll be a whole lot easier to actually put it all together. Ah, there we go, a couple of alien bodies over here. Was that all there was? Yeah, it looks like that was all there was. So they came from somewhere over this direction. Fine. Just dump my coal into this furnace like that. Because I don't need it. I really don't. But that's slowing down as well. Yay! Stuff is slowing down. Stuff is slowing down. Yay, 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 rah, rah, rah. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, better boilers. Oh, better boilers requires more resource types. Okay, let's get back to fast tracking towards robots. Give me plastics. One thing I do need to do, though, is actually have a smelting array put in for iron construction. I never built an iron chest, did I? No, I didn't. Great. Okay, that means I need stuff. I might as well just start doing some smelting, I suppose. Yeah. Smelting array. Smelting array. That's what I'm going to do. A smelting array. Can I produce enough walls, though? That's the question. I think I can build enough walls. Yeah, I can build a flip ton of walls. That should be enough to cover across here, at least. So let's do that. let's see, this wall will be going from this one there, so here. So it'll be going across like that. Let's put those boilers away. Because now I want to create furnaces. As soon as I find them. There they are, right. That should be enough to be going on with. 40 furnaces. Yeah, it's going to make a massive refining array, this, but... well, actually, not that big, all things considered. It could be a lot bigger, could be a lot worse, but still, it's going to be good. 1, 2, 1. Yep, 1, 2. So put it here. Is there okay? Yeah, there should be okay. Just drop it in there like that. 1, 1, 1, 1, because it relies on the normal kind of arrangement to have 2 conveyors up the middle, and then there's some space there so I can upgrade to electric furnaces later. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, that should be enough space for any defences to go against this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, not quite enough space. What are you? You are nickel. So I can mine you out and expand this later. Or I could just flip it on its side. That's probably a better idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There. Yeah, that fits quite nicely actually. So I'll do it on its side. That does mean I've got to pull up all these flipping things again though. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's just the basic layout of it. This is going to have to be one of my major smeltings, and as much as I would wish that I could do this, you know, do this off camera, it's not going to fit around my recording schedule so well. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, dig, dig. Yep, okay. Actually, one moment, I just need to quickly check something. Yep, okay. I was just double checking exactly what time I was at, because I forgot for a moment what time I started recording, as far as the game clock was concerned. So that's still just fine. Now, the idea of this is that this entire section will be dedicated to refining one material. And in this case, it's going to be iron, because that's the nearest deposit, and it's the one that I'm in most urgent need of. And actually, speaking of most urgent need of, let's actually put down that and a chest to let me build up a stock so I can actually work with it. Like that. That's going to starve a whole bunch of stuff deeper into the assembly line, but it will actually allow me to start gathering iron for my individual building projects as I go. Though that said, I don't actually need that much of it, because I've got all the reds and yellows I could possibly need. So yeah, just rig this chain up like this. It's going to be the typical 1 red, 1 yellow each side. It doesn't need to be advanced inserters because, quite simply, these furnaces don't go fast enough to require more than that. So this is going to handle it quite admirably, I think. Now just rotate that around and fit it in the rest of the way down. To be honest, this is actually, for a long time I was favouring the carousel design I was using for my smelting arrays or arrangements in the previous base. But, no wait, I didn't do it in the previous base actually, I did it in the base before. That's an odd thought. But yeah, I was favouring a carousel so that the ore was all moving around and it would get to any furnaces that were not actually at work sooner rather than later. It was good for that, I suppose, but it had its drawbacks as well. Like, for example, it was a lot more complex to actually get down. Hang on, am I doing this right? No, I'm not. That's backwards. Ugh. Tunnel. I need tunnel, which means I need iron plates. I knew I need iron plates for something. But this is one that I worked out in like the last few weeks or so, really. And it's one that, well, one problem is when you mix a conveyor together, so it is carrying coal on one side and ore on another, and you're coming off two belts which are both packed full of those resources individually. It halves the throughput effectively. But in this case, I've worked this out. So the idea is you feed in the inputs like that, right? And then it goes into these two splitters, and then both of these belts will be carrying half of the intake of each type. So it actually evens out the load between the conveyors. And it makes overall a much smoother refining experience at the cost of, well, at the cost of being a bit more bulky to install because you're installing 2 rows instead of 1. So, in effect, you're kind of doubling up. And I need to pull that one down there, actually. So I can get a tunnel out there with the finished resources. Oh, I'm almost out conveyors as well. So yeah, that's what that's going to do. Now, I need electric drills. I've not set up a facility to automatically make these. I should. It would really help me out if I did. But for now, at least I've made all of the electronic components, and that's going to make it faster to just flat out make it. Though unfortunately they're only basic mining drills as well. I've not researched any better ones, so yay! Stuff. Yep, that's okay. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that as well. Tunnels, 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 tunnels. Oh, matte metal again. Yeah, this is why I decided to start just building my metal smelting for iron plates, because I am actually running pretty short. So I need more of it. Though I'm also fairly sure that by doing this I'm going to start overtaxing my coal supply as well. Because that's just how this entire thing is shaping up. Resources are being stretched all over my base because of this. And I've got to admit, while the burner setups have actually done brilliantly keeping me supplied so far, it is about time they were actually getting upgraded anyway. Yeah, that's still actually making a nice load of coal, so maybe it doesn't need an upgrade just yet. It's hard to say. I am, however, out of conveyors, so let's go and grab some of those. Okay, what have I got? I've got advanced electronics. To get next is... Isn't that the last one I needed? Yeah. Next it's electric motors, so I can just go ahead and research that immediately. Though the problem with this, because I'm using flipping Bob's mods, is that I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to need. Like, what kind of resources. Let's do it there, yeah. Like, I want to get the entire chain researched so I can figure out how the hell I'm going to make them before I try to do anything else. Because if I don't know how to make all the pieces I'm going to need to put into these motors, then there's not much point trying to make a production chain for it, because it'll just be, oh yeah, I need to feed this in, I need to fit that in, I need to fit something else. It's like, oh, why didn't I do all this earlier? You know. I've got decent production rates for basic electronic components and things like that, but I get the feeling we're going to need a whole bunch more stuff before this is through. Because that's just how it's been going. Yeah. Actually, let's put an equalizer on this thing, so it evens out the load. Yep. Onto there, yep. There we go, okay, that'll fill it all up. Then let's put another equalizer down here. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Just ensure the loads are even, the belts are being fully used as much as I can get them, and you know, stuff like that. And then just string a power pole up to there to get the actual mines working. Though I've got to get these mines on the other side plugged in as well. There we go. Okay. New set of iron ore mines working. New refining system not actually plugged in yet. Whoops. Shut up. I know. I should be doing better than this, but I'm not. So, yeah. Of course, because this is a burner-based sector, it's actually been not been plugged in until now either, so I had to go a little bit further to get my power poles all stretched out. No, not there. Across there, yep, that one. Could be a lot worse though. Like, I've just realised I didn't actually put an unloading conveyor into this, so I'm going to have to do that really quick. Oh god, no. No, no! Damn it! Can anyone guess what I've done wrong? Hmm? Yeah. I got all of the inserters the wrong way round for how I put the belts in. Oh well, it's getting fixed now, but that is actually end of time and end of video. So this has been Iron Mark III, completely messing everything up, as usual. Thanks for watching, I hope it wasn't too rage-inducing for everyone, and I'll catch you some other time for some more Factorio. Those snipers are defending me again, it seems. From something or other. Yeah, I'll see you later.